Royal scandals so wild they'd make your jaw drop. From sex chairs to secret dungeons, history's rulers didn't hold back. Let's count down 10 crazy tales, starting with a prince who built his own pleasure throne. This might just be the wildest royal scandal you've never heard of. Before becoming King of England, Edward VII was infamous for his extravagant lifestyle, and that included his custom-made sex chair. Designed in Paris, this special piece of furniture allowed the plus-size prince to enjoy intimate encounters without the strain of his hefty frame. It was built for endurance because Edward was no stranger to lavish affairs. His appetite for pleasure was legendary, earning him the nickname Dirty Birdie. The chair still exists today in a Parisian museum. Proof that even royalty needed creative solutions. The Roman Emperor Caligula wasn't just crazy, he was absolutely deranged. He didn't just seize power, he treated his own sisters like personal trophies. Ancient sources claim he forced them into his twisted desires and even paraded them at public events. The worst part, he acted like this was completely normal. Some say it was a show of dominance, others say it was pure madness. But when his paranoia kicked in, he turned against them, exiling, torturing, or even executing them. Rome had some ruthless rulers, but Caligula, he was on another level. Everyone knows Henry VIII beheaded his wives, but did you know he had countless secret lovers? One of the most shocking. His own wife's sister, Mary Boleyn. Before he fell for Anne Boleyn, Henry had a passionate affair with Mary, and rumor has it she even bore him 2 illegitimate children. But Henry wasn't one for loyalty. He jumped from mistress to mistress, even after marriage. His court was filled with hidden affairs and secret lovers, making him one of history's most scandalous kings. Beheading wives? Just part of the drama? They didn't call him Ibrahim the Mad for nothing. This Ottoman sultan was obsessed with curvy women, so much so that he filled his harem with them. But his madness didn't stop there. One day, overcome by paranoia and boredom, he ordered 280 concubines to be drowned in the Bosphorus. Why? He simply lost interest. His reign was a cocktail of insanity, extravagance, and violent outbursts until, unsurprisingly, his own court had enough. They dethroned him and later executed him. A tragic end, but for a ruler like Ibrahim, almost inevitable. The Sun King of France had a very dark side. While Louis XIV played the part of a devoted Catholic behind closed doors, he had a hidden chamber in Versailles where he entertained countless mistresses. Rumors say this secret dungeon was where he indulged in forbidden pleasures while publicly upholding his holy image. Nobles whispered about his double life, but with absolute power, who could question him? Even in death, Louis remained an enigma, his legendary love life as grand as his palace. King Solomon wasn't just wise, he was wildly indulgent. The biblical king had 700 wives and 300 concubines, many from foreign lands. But this wasn't just about love. These relationships led him into idol worship, pagan rituals, and eventually divine punishment. His lust for women became his downfall, as it pulled him further from his faith. A king known for wisdom, yet undone by desire, Solomon's story is proof that even the wisest can fall to temptation. Was Rasputin just a mystic, or did he control the Russian queen? The mad monk gained Tsarina Alexandra's trust by supposedly healing her son's illness, but rumor suggested something far more sinister. His hypnotic hold over the royal family sparked scandal, with whispers that he had a sexual influence over the Tsarina herself. The nobility saw him as a dangerous threat, leading to his infamous assassination, poisoned, shot, and drowned, but refusing to die. Rasputin's grip on Russia was legendary, but his death, even more so. What if I told you, you might be related to Genghis Khan? This Mongol warlord didn't just conquer lands, he conquered gene pools. Historians estimate that he fathered thousands of children, and today, about 1 in every 200 men carries his DNA. His empire stretched across Asia and Europe, and with it, his bloodline spread too. A ruler, a warrior, and quite possibly, the most successful ancestor in human history. So check your family tree, you just might be a descendant of the great Khan. Russian Tsar Peter the Great wasn't just a ruler, he was wild. He formed what he called the most drunken council, where nobles were forced to participate in outrageous parties filled with booze and bizarre sexual rituals. But it wasn't all fun and games. His drunken court was also a test of loyalty. Refusing to join? That could cost you your life. His reign was marked by military reforms and massive debauchery. Peter might have modernized Russia, but behind the scenes, he ruled through chaos. Russian Tsar Peter the Great wasn't just a ruler, he was wild. He formed what he called the most drunken council, where nobles were forced to participate in outrageous parties filled with booze and bizarre sexual rituals. But it wasn't all fun and games. His drunken court was also a test of loyalty. Refusing to join, that could cost you your life. His reign was marked by military reforms and massive debauchery. Peter might modernize Russia, but behind the scenes, he ruled through chaos. And that's a wrap. 10 rulers who turned power into pure chaos. From Nero's twisted axe to Genghis Khan's DNA takeover, these stories prove royalty had some seriously wild secrets. Which shocked you most? Drop it below and subscribe for more.